Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for DeJounte Murray.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Curry, Kuminga out there with Looney, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Podziemski in at shooting guard. And for Atlanta, outside the wings are Murray and Hunter. Clint Capella is out there with Johnson, and it's Young in at the point. Now, always fun to be here for a Christmas broadcast. There is a certain magic, isn't there, Greg, to these games?
Kevin, it's always special to play on a holiday. It just changes the energy entirely. The crowd, the mood of your fellow players, it's just all better. Here we go.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Capella with a screen on Curry. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
In terms of playmaking, Trey is as good as they come.
Thompson for the triple. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. He kicks it to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella sends a screen for Young. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And so here is Golden State. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Capella.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Hunter.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
Now here's Curry. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Curry with the steal. Pass to Podziemski. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And Thompson's coaching staff encourages him to take quick shots. They know how deadly he is.
Now here's Johnson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Murray, and Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
A three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got 9 points.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Now here's Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
That's good from Capella. And last season, the Warriors' so-called two-timeline approach seemed to fall flat, didn't you think, G.A.?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry's.
Good on both.
You know, in most seasons throughout his career, Clint Capella has shot a higher percentage from the field than from the line.
Looney finds Curry. Now Kuminga. No good on the triple. In the corner, Murray with it. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Pass to Curry. Here's Podziemski. Thompson way outside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Murray, good.
Great awareness by Capella to recognize the breakdown defensively.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Young, good.
This is why they call him Ice Tray, because he is so cold as he nails these threes.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Paul's checked in. Here's Paul. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Murray. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bay comes in for Johnson. And A.J. Griffin subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's a good read by Murray. Not having to think about it, he just reacts.
And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Paul for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Murray. Last game, 26 points. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu.
And checking out the stats for Murray. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 9. Here's Murray. Free throw line jump shot. That one misses.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Paul for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Griffin. No scoring in this one. The pass to Bogdanovic. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Bogdanovic. Off the run. And it's Looney with the rebound. Here's Podziemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Šarić. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 4-man position.
What a pass by Bogdanovic. Sending it straight to the wide open man.
Wiggins from outside. Bay pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 7. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Chris Paul is on the back 9 of what will be a Hall of Fame career, but he's not ready to hang it up just yet. He said, I don't know if I can ever retire because the emotional roller coaster that you go on during a game, for real, there's nothing like it. His love of the game has never been in question, Kevin. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right, David. Never in question. Hey, thanks for that story. Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovic. Okongwu with a screen on Paul. And Okongwu slams it in.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
Wiggins outside. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for players, Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded.
Matthews. He's checked in for the Hawks. And here we can check out the story for Klay Thompson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 12.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Connects from three-point range. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
Not just a scorer, Klay is also a capable passer who loves involving teammates.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Rebound by the Hawks. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
And Paul gets it to go in.
That is all the space Paul needs down there. Great work in close.
Young against Saric. Okongwu with a screen on Saric. Young outside. Pass to Bay. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Okongwu. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
From deep. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Paul for 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Warriors leading by 10. Thompson in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Saric. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
For Atlanta, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And Young kicks to Matthews. Over Thompson. Young looking it over. From the arc. The Hawks again can't hit.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Wiggins passes to Saric. Thompson for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
teams will make substitutions.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Johnson. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Hunter finds Bogdanovic. They need this. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovic has got 5.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Wiggins passes to Moody over Bogdanovic, and it's Golden State with another.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Ball against Murray. Johnson for 3. Saric grabs the board. Warriors leading by 15. Kicks it out to Paul. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Pass to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Wiggins. Johnson goes in, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Moody. And the 3 off target. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 16. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Golden State moving it around. Here's Saric. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Saric has got 5 points now in the quarter. Murray for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Kicks it to Wiggins. He got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Terrific way to end a half, nailing a 3 to add to the lead.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively, so what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. All right, fellas, back in your playing days, what was your favorite city to eat in?
Whatever city Kitty was in, I'd go steal his lunch, then we beat his team on the court the same night.
Wait, just for the record, that never happened.
And looking now at that first half of action, quite a big deficit for the Hawks.
Well, teams these days love to shoot the 3-ball, but for them, this has been a brick fest. Got to mix things up offensively, trying to keep the defense guessing.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the ball on the floor once in a while. That makes the defense pay for crowding your shooters.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Warriors leading by 17. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Hunter is out there with Johnson, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Golden State Warriors have made the transformation from a league doormat to an all-time champion since the turn of the century. Now, some sources say that the Warriors are the most valuable franchise in the NBA, and right there amongst the most valuable in the world. New ownership, a new arena, they've made a difference to be sure, but make no mistake, Stephen Curry has been the linchpin. Guys?
Absolutely, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Thompson from long range. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Murray kicks to Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Hawks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Warriors leading by 14. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Murray, no good.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Thompson misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Fires for 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up. Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And Steve, one thing you love about Murray, that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a perimeter defender.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Young outside. Atlanta again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Looney with the bucket.
Looney looking very assured, rising up for the jumper. Like seeing that from him.
The Hawks trail by 18. Murray left side. Dishes to Hunter. He kicks it to Capella. Murray the pass to Young. A floater. Hunter on the wing. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hunter's got 5 points so far.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Murray outside. Over Looney. And there's Murray on the assist by Hunter. Hunter's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Kuminga. He's guarded by Johnson. And Kuminga gets it to go. He has 7.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Johnson dishes to Young. Poke loose. 5 on the clock. Here's Capella. It's good on the putback.
You gotta love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Timeout called the Warriors. For the Hawks, the Conroos checked in for Clint Capella. Bay comes in for Johnson, and it's Bogdanovich in for Young. Then for the Warriors, Saric comes in for Looney, and it's Paul in for Curry. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Kuminga. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kuminga's got 10 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes it to Bay. Back to Bogdanovich. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Kuminga finds Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
It only takes a few shots to get Klay Thompson going. A downright incredible score.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Hunter no good. Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And Thompson is good for 3. Thompson's got 24.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one, and the shot goes in. 7 points for Dario Saric.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Okongwu. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 8.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Thompson passes to Paul. Over Murray. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Now Saric, he gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top,
72.
ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Then it's Dario Saric. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 4. Pass to Jackson Davis. Left side, Saric. Here's Jackson Davis. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Rejected by Young.
Not the guy you expect to block your shot, but Trae Young out here hustling.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
The Hawks trail by 19. Outside for Griffin. That 3 off the mark. And it's Paul with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The 3 traps in the tray.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
It's Young on the wing. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Warriors leading by 22 to the paint. The shot by Saric, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Young against Paul. Outside, Bogdanovic. Bay with the screen for Bogdanovic. He had a nice open look right there.
Good work from there. I'm loving Bogey's attitude today.
Over in the corner, Paul. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, I started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching, what does that mean, Nate? I've been learning, grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me, I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues right, I'm quite nervous. Hating when I lose sight, life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but it's worth it. Cold world out there, kids, grab your coats. Been a minute, I know, now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty sure that I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pretty giving to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope, you see. Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred, forget what I'm saying, and the beat go.
Checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Sadiq Bey. Hunter's checked in for A.J. Griffin. And Murray's subbed in for Bogdanovich. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here is Young. Murray is screen on Curry. Young's shot is off. The dish to Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. Looney with it. He feeds it to Kuminga. Inside. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Kuminga.
We talk about his three-point shot, but I think his floater is just as good.
Young with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Here's Kuminga. Another three for Golden State.
Unselfish play by Stephen Curry. Boy, he's moving it around.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Young, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That'll sting.
Thompson for the triple. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Klay Thompson.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Shots good from Young.
So smooth with it from the mid-range. Trae Young, just a fantastic scorer.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 24. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Challenge Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And he's taken a lot of shots from three-point range. And how about the accuracy? He has been impressive. They've kept losing track of him on the perimeter, and boy, did he make them pay. It's all added up to, get this, 24 points from beyond.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. .44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The high post shot, and he nails the jumper.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And that one, good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Warriors. The shot by Saric, no good. It's stolen by Saric. Shoots over Matthews. The shot by Saric, no good. Fires from deep. Saric grabs the board. Here's Paul. That one goes. Count it.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And here's Young. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Young nails them both. Timeout called the Warriors. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution, but let's see out of the timeout.
Bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did have a 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy, like a light.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by. All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time